article called that was named or that you titled "Bottled Up." It was featured in Paleo Magazine, and this is such an important topic, Allison. And I thank you for writing this article to educate people about plastic in our environment and plastic bottles and all these things that are contaminating the earth. So let's talk about this. What is the primary problem with plastics in our world today?
Sure. And also Happy Earth Day.
Thank you.
I realized this morning we were talking about this on Earth Day, which is kind of awesome.
I know. It's like that's so serendipitous because we talk about the earth all the time on the show. And it's such an honor, too, to be able to have the freedom to speak about this because it is so critical, not just for where we broadcast in America, but all over the world. People need to be aware about plastics.
Yes. So toward your question, what is the primary problem with plastics in our world today? So plastics are a ubiquitous environmental pollutant, and we have plastic bags and straws and appliances and packaging and toys and electronics, and
it's endless.
It's endless. And so many of our consumer products are made from plastic or wrapped in or packaged in plastic or shipped in plastic. So, and today actually being Earth Day, my entire social media feed seems to be filled with carefully curated news reports and images of either countries banning single-use plastic bags or the problem with plastic straws or horrible images of plastic waste in oceans and overflowing our dumps. And just to give like a little anecdote, when I was a kid, my friend's mom was a hardcore environmentalist, and this is before people were talking about the problem of plastic in our environment.
Where did you grow up? Did you grow up in California? Just curious.
Actually, right outside New York City.
Oh, wow.
So she was very instrumental with cleaning up the Long Island Sound, and which was exceptionally polluted when I was a kid. And she showed us pictures of a seagull trapped in one of those like 6-pack plastic soda ring things. And she said, this is a serious problem. And she showed us how to cut that plastic ring wrapper so that in case the waste wound up in the ocean, at least the seagulls wouldn't get caught in it anymore. And that's a wonderful starting point. And I always used to cut those things for the rest of my life.
Me too.
But what happens to those pieces of plastic anyway? So in general, plastic has hazardous effects on almost every biological and environmental level. So it's overwhelming our landfills, and there's like floating plastic mini islands practically in our oceans now, and byproducts of plastic manufacturing are polluting the air. And,
wow.
Plastic industrial production itself is squandering our natural resources, and the marine life will ingest plastic particles that we're discarding. And then we have to consider what's happening when we as humans then eat these fish and other marine life that have ingested plastic. So what is that doing to our bodies also?
Yeah.
And like a sort of downstream effect.
Your article, well, a couple things. Let's start with this. We've got about 4 minutes. I don't want to run out of time. So let's talk about BPA, what it is, and are there any health concerns?
Sure. So BPA is a chemical found in polycarbonate plastic, which is plastic number 7, and canned food linings, along with many other products that we use and touch every day. So the FDA does state that BPA is safe at current levels occurring in our foods, but many health experts and researchers have concerns that BPA and other plastic chemicals, which are known endocrine disrupting chemicals or EDCs, and this means that these chemicals can mimic hormones like estrogen and interfere with key biological processes and pathways in our body, and this occurs at very low levels.
Wow.
So that's the main BPA quick answer.
Well, no, and are all plastics equally as toxic? Are there new? I know that they say there's new ones coming out, and then those are just as toxic as the other ones. Is there really anything out there that's safe?
Not necessarily. I mean, some are definitely determined to be worse than others. And if you look at the resin identification code, which is our classification system for plastics, that's that little tiny number that's on the bottom of most bottles and plastic bottles and food containers, that most toxic plastics are considered to be identified with codes 7, 3, and 6. and that does include BPA. And the somewhat safer, quote unquote, plastics are classified as 1, 2, 4, and 5. But that's what we know now. So,
well, I love your article because it really focuses on single-use plastic water bottles.
Mm-hmm.
What are the particular problems associated with our usage of plastic water bottles?
Well, single-use plastic is a tremendous problem for anything, and plastic bottles are right up there with plastic bags. We've already talked about BPA as a problem, and our plastic bottles will, for the most part, contain BPA, and then that can leach into the water that we are drinking. And so we're getting chemicals while we're drinking our water, so that's a primary health concern. And then environmental waste is another concern. Most recycling for plastic bottles doesn't actually happen, and the caps themselves are not recycled. And then there's the water itself, and I would recommend people check out Environmental Working Group. They have an excellent guide, like a scorecard rating system for bottled water brands available on the market. So.
Wow. Well, it's an important issue, that's for sure. I just think people don't know what to do. You know, I try to reuse, reduce, recycle everything I can. Even some crazy, funny stories that I don't have time to share with you now. But, you know, there's little things that you can do, like even, you know, to conserve toilet paper and things like that. And just everything that goes back into the earth or into our water system. But it's so great to talk with you today, Allison, and you did a great job.
Sure.
I hope you'll come back.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. Allison, thank you so much. You get one body, you get one mind, and you get one life. Get out there today and make the most of it. Hey everyone, EarthX 2019 is coming up and packed with so much to offer this year. EarthX is the world's largest environmental experience from April 26th through the 28th at Fair Park in Dallas, Texas. The theme this year is Water for All, finding ways to sustain clean, clear, abundant water and protect our world's oceans, rivers, and lakes. We invite you to join us at the expo for 3 days of music, exhibitions, yummy food, a film festival, a solar car challenge, scuba diving, and so much more. There will even be goat yoga. At EarthX, you can learn all about our current environmental issues and how to actively participate to protect our Earth. One Life Radio will be there recording, so look for us and be sure to say hi. Visit their website for more information and register for free admission at earthx.org. That's earthx.org. See you there.
Do recent media reports of unvaccinated children causing the return of measles have you worried? Could this manufactured media push be another symptom of the epidemic of fake news plaguing our nation? Let Texans for Vaccine Choice offer this cure for measles mania. 98% of students enrolled in Texas schools are up to date on their measles vaccine. We invite you to learn more about protecting your rights and plan on joining us in Austin at our state capitol on March 28th as we rally and fight for our freedom. For more information, go to TexansForVaccineChoice.com. Again, that is TexansForVaccineChoice.com.
Better food means better living. At True Foods Kitchen, healthy isn't just an idea. Healthy is science, and they take it seriously. Every delicious dish and drink at True Food Kitchen is crafted to be better for your taste buds and your body. True Foods Kitchen, a place to bring people together, feel better, and celebrate a passion for better living. Check them out at truefoodkitchen.com.
Hi, I'm Eli Roth for PETA. While violence in the movies is make-believe, sadly, violence against animals is all too real. Countless animals are tortured and abused every day, and most of the time these crimes go unreported. If you know of someone who is abusing an animal, please tell the police or tell an adult. People who get away with hurting animals often turn their violence against people, and that's a cycle we need to break. So let's leave the violence where it belongs, on the screen.